Hello everybody, and welcome back to another video. I am Alex Antuna, and today is going to be slightly different with this video. This round, it's more of a sped up, kind of a play-by-play. I'm not going to talk through the whole thing. I'm just going to kind of do an introduction of what you're seeing and what's going on and where I'm at. During the weekend, I wanted to jump in and kind of flesh out parts of the model, getting some secondary pieces. This part that I'm adding right here that you see, it's not going to stay. I think I remove it. Working with some alpha packs that I've recently purchased, and I'll try to get the link up on the next video, but I haven't really added too much of them in here. I'm just kind of getting an idea of where I want to go with this style and the look. I want to kind of get the secondary parts in, but at the same time I'm still kind of blocking out a lot of the mesh. And you can see right here, I'm just trying to get a feel. A lot of polishing off the model. It's a little bit kind of back and forth. I could have retopologized the model, but I'm still kind of like playing with form, so I didn't really go that route. I think my next phase, a lot of these pieces I'm gonna probably clean up with a lot cleaner meshes and break off parts, attach parts, go here and there. Right now it's just, I want to say I'm still in the blocking phase, and before I give a hard commitment to saying like this is where I want to go and get something there. But this video I wanted to feel, I know people are watching this, and sometimes the slow method kind of takes forever to get somewhere where I'm going, and this is one of those. I spent the weekend just working on this model, trying to get it fleshed out and just trying to get a look. You can start to see that around her head it's starting to get a little bit more details, and during the day I kind of polished it up, cleaned it up. I started moving on to the body too in this video. You'll see starting to try to get a little bit more of her face features because I want to lock that in. Her arms are going to detach. I'm going to do some kind of thinking about like a muscle, like those cyber muscles that are all chrome, kind of like Colossus if you watch X-Men or check out X-Men comics. Yeah, kind of thinking more like that is something that I wouldn't mind doing, and trying to get a little more I guess hardware is what I'm kind of want to go for. But really I haven't put any too much secondary. I do it down the road on here, but I don't get too far into the secondary parts yet. Like you see that little panel, that's kind of a secondary piece, and I've been kind of refreshing on hard surface. I've been watching a lot of stuff online and stuff, and getting some inspiration and different ideas. I'm not gonna lie, I'm rusty at this at times, and had to get back in it and see where I was going with it, get out that comfort zone, and that's where I'm going with it. You can start seeing little details here too. I don't think I keep that. I kind of try to get away from it. I think in the end it's kind of playing with the idea of having a panel there. I was going to probably do some modeling on it, but I didn't go that route, so I think that it's just kind of concepting right here. Some of the mesh was kind of messed up on the bottom where there was multi meshes inside of a mesh, and so I cleaned that up because I think I unhide everything here, and I'm like, wow. It said like I can't work with this, and so going forward, yeah, I wanted to get this model a little bit pushed ahead and moving along. It's fun. It's a fun model. Yeah, it's starting to get the little pieces. I'm starting to think about doing small insert brushes on the side to kind of get for this model to have accents, because I really like to have her little plugs that have similar end pieces. That way they're not so random. I want to have similar plug ports and probably little input jacks that I can probably block out and insert in, and we'll see where that goes from there. Some of the mesh are kind of push and pull, play around with, doing some creases and stuff. Get a little bit more detail, pushing in, pushing out. And even here, I still feel I can add more details to this. It's just this is kind of, I'd say, the blocking in phase for me. Even though there's quite a bit there, I still want to add like a little bit more. We'll see where it goes from there. But yeah, this is gonna be sped up. This is about 400 times the speed of whatever is going on. It's just, you're gonna see back and forth. I do want to kind of add to the hair. I liked where I was going. That was fun. Her eyebrows need to be fixed. I take those off. I delete them. I didn't like what was processed the other day, so I deleted them on that day. And some of her features in her face and little things here and there. I just want it. You can see right here the little plug. I might use this plug over and over again, so I kind of give it a little bit more love and some more details and stuff. Kind of clean it up some. I know it's a small piece, but you gotta put some of that little effort everywhere. It doesn't hurt. So sometimes these little Z modeler tools are always fun to play with too. I like that they went kind of outside the box of not your typical 3D program with this. So looks like I was struggling to grab that face and kept grabbing other faces. So cleaning that up. You look at it from a distance, you can see it. Boom, there it is. Now I can use this somewhere else, anywhere on her other, the little wires that come off. I detached the arms. The arms are separate. I don't know if I did that in the last video, this video, or what, but I'm trying to get away from. I want to get to the next phase. I did play around. I didn't show in this part. I took a break yesterday and try to play around with some pose, just to see what she looked like if she were to turn her head and stuff like that, and how hard would it be to move her head with all this gear. And it wasn't too bad, as long as I started with the neck of her neck from there. It wasn't too bad. I want to move some of her shoulder pieces so it's not symmetrical. I want to make it a little asymmetrical, slightly. Nothing crazy. But a lot of polishing. Polish brush all over the place. Just trying to get some details going. Trying to get some features. Filling the gap, pushing the gap. I'm trying to get some kind of a. I think the model wants to be slick, curve, and sexy. I want it to have. Yeah, I want some of the hard parts to be in there, but I want a lot of other parts to be kind of covering components that are a little more slick. Since this is a female model, I want it to, have that attractive feel to the hardware. Like it's still slick, not clunky and slapped together. Even though some of the parts are in different styles, and that's something I had to think about. Like, if this is the future, you're probably gonna get upgrades randomly, right? Your back headpiece is gonna be different from your side headpiece, and it's a different developer. And I kind of brought this up in other videos that it's kind of like having Nike with some other brand, Reebok or Adidas, and going from there. And so kind of playing with different brushes. I was looking at some inspiration, and I want to say some of Marco Plouf's videos showed some of this hole, and I never really thought to use it. And so I was trying to see how this could be used, and I saw it as like inserting like little screw hinges on parts of her, so where she can have plugs and ports, side ports and stuff. So a lot of cleaning up. After a bit, I'll probably go in and start to either retopologize it by hand or Z-remesh it and work from there and start breaking out pieces. Some of them I'll see as covers though, and then start using alpha mask to go in here. I don't know if you see it in this video. I'm just trying to get an idea of where things could be and going back and forth. So I just wanted to kind of play around. I guess this is the reason I didn't want to do it real time, because you're gonna see me kind of experimenting here and there, just trying to get a look, trying to figure out like, does this work? Because little parts here and there, and that's really the way you learn. You start using tools, and sometimes using tools outside your comfort zone, or tools that you're used to. You develop new skills. It's kind of like learning a riff on a guitar or something, right? Or a technique with a musical instrument. You're kind of like, okay, this is a new riff. I can, do this. It's kind of like the other day I saw somebody showed how to play a Tool song, and it just never occurred to me how to play it the way they showed it. It was so cool. It was a different technique. So right here you can see I'm breaking stuff up, trying to get a little bit more. I want it to look like padding on the inner part. I was going to soften that up, and I'll probably give that a little more padding texture, and probably put a little lip on it, so it doesn't look like it's attached so hard that you can actually lift your arm up. And it's more attached as right there. Like I was thinking, padding on her shoulder to kind of give a little bit more lip right there. So it's what I was kind of going for, and I'm just kind of building out through there. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and probably sign off with this and just let you watch whatever I did on the weekend working on this model and trying to get it ahead, trying to push ahead a little bit further on the weekends. I know I usually do it on the lunchtime, and we're kind of doing this audio right now during my lunch, so I probably won't get to jump in. I just want to kind of show this. I did work on this for like at least 3 or 4 hours, maybe, give or take, just because I wanted to, I don't know, I just wanted a ZBrush. I just get that mode where you just want to keep sculpting. And right now I'm kind of like got that fire, and it's kind of crazy. Like you'll get this I don't know how to explain for artists, but you'll get this fire where you just want to keep going. You can't stop. Your momentum's going. So that's where I feel like I'm at right now. My momentum's moving forward really good, and trying to keep that momentum. It's pretty good. So yeah, enjoy the video. It's sped up, like I said, and like I said, just blocking out features. So hopefully some of this helps for anybody who wanted a speed rundown of whatever's going on for here. And maybe you'll see some different techniques, and maybe you won't. Maybe you'll see some just cleaning up of the same mesh and go back and forth. That's pretty much all this is a rinse and repeat. Just trying to get it down to the final part, so we can start to actually block in more details and stuff like that. So I hope everybody's doing well, and thanks for watching. Enjoy the video. Later.
When I'm blinded by your reflection.